Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. Today's video we are going to be tackling the car. I can't tell you the last time that this was done, probably like early spring. We've just cleaned out garbage here and there, but we have not like sat down and detailed this in a very hot minute, and it was kind of embarrassing to even show the before of what this car had looked like. It was just filled with toys, shoes, so many french fries and chicken nuggets. You know what? It is real life though. This is what it's like having kids, and I know I'm not the only one that has a messy car. It happens, and sometimes you just forget to clean out the car, or you forget to, pick up that single french fry that got dropped in the car ride. We've all been there, and it's fine. We're cleaning it up now. I love to watch the car detailing videos over on TikTok, and I always find myself reading the comments on those videos, and sometimes they make me pretty sad, and then sometimes it kind of makes me happy knowing that there are others out there that understand. But sometimes those comments on the videos, people will say, I can't imagine what the inside of their house looks like just based on looking at how dirty and how messy their car is. And I really don't like that people make that assumption, because you can keep the neatest house but still have a messy car, or vice versa. You really don't know what anybody is going through, and I think the world needs more people to have more compassion and understanding, and I don't think we should be judging other people based on how they keep their cars or how they keep their house. I love to keep my house really clean. I don't like the clutter, but I always forget about the car. I don't spend too much time in here. And honestly, it's just such a long process to clean. This took me hours. I want to say it took me like 3.5 hours to do. I've actually been wanting to do this video for like the past 2 months now, and I've just been putting it off because I knew it was going to take me a long time. And it's just been super, super hot where I live, like the high 90s, and so I've been waiting for a cooler day to go out there so I don't get like super burnt and like roast myself out doing it. So on this day it was a high of 79 degrees, which was perfect. There was no wind chill. Like, I wish there was some sort of wind on this day, but for 79 degrees I'll take it. So I decided once my husband got home from work that I was going to take the time and give the car the proper detailing and cleaning that it needed. So to start it off, I went to the front of the car, and this is pretty much like the main collect-all between mine and my husband's things. So my purse is up here. This is where a lot of the fast food bags would go, or the kids got a new toy the other day, and they could not wait till we got home, and I couldn't listen for a half an hour to the crying. So I just opened it and left the package of it in the car. So it tends to get really cluttered really, really, really fast. I actually filled a whole garbage bag when I had filmed this. And then when I was done just taking everything out, I took out the WeatherTech mat and then just wanted to give it all a good vacuuming. I noticed that there was quite a good amount of like old dirt and just caked mud and stuff where the WeatherTech mat wasn't picking it up, where it didn't cover. So I decided to go in the house once I was done removing everything from the car and grab the shampooer and just shampoo the rugs and shampoo the seats. Even just the small vacuuming part of this made a huge difference. I think I could have even gone without shampooing the rugs, but I did anyway, and it looked phenomenal. But even just a good vacuuming really transforms the inside of your car. I then thought about all the little kitty hairs and stuff that the vacuum was not picking up. So I went in and I got this, it's like a pill shaver, lint roller sort of thing. I got it off of Amazon. I'll have it linked in the description box if you guys are interested. This thing is a game changer. I use it on our couch. I use it on the rugs, and it worked perfectly in here to get any sort of little dust or cat hair, dog hair, whatever, out of the rug. It also worked really well to kind of fluff up the rug because it was kind of matted down. We have actually never had our car professionally detailed, and we've had this car probably for about 4 years now. We've always just cleaned it ourselves, and I've never actually gone through and got all of the hair out of the rug. I've always given it a quick vacuum and called it good. We also had these car seat covers in here, and we've had these in here since when we first got the car. I thought they were to protect the seats, and then when I took them out and washed them, my husband told me, no, they're only for like decoration of the car. And they were really bad. Like, they have seen some better days. So I just threw them out. I'm going to order a different kind of seat cover off of Amazon, something that I like. And so when I vacuumed the seat, because I noticed, if you look, like there's a bunch of dirt and everything. So I thought those were seat protectors, and it was supposed to protect it from like water and dirt and everything like that. And that would explain why there was literally so much dirt in this seat. I did not expect it to be this messy when I had removed the cover, because we've never actually removed the covers since we put them on quite a few years ago. So I was expecting them to look like how I had left it. I'm also going around the car and trying to clean any little nook and cranny that I can. I'm using the EOS natural cleaner that I used in my last video. This will also be linked in the description box as well. I really, really like this cleaner. It has like an orange fragrance to it, but it's not overpowering. Whereas there are some cleaners out there that are just so strong that you can only spray like one single spray, or else you're going to be overwhelmed. This one was not like that at all. It's very subtle, but it just smells like a very light, clean orange smell, if that makes sense. Anyway, so that's what I was using here on the front of the car, just to clean all of the fingerprints and everything else on here. After this, I actually went inside and got my cleaning toothbrush. And I just kind of detailed every little thing that I could that the washcloth was not getting. I originally brought out Q-tips to do that job, but the Q-tips were not getting where I wanted them to go. And the toothbrush did exactly what I needed it to do. So I would just spray a little bit of that cleaner on there and then use the toothbrush and get right into just like the fine parts of the car that a small Q-tip would not get into. The center console has drove me crazy for so long. I've cleaned this with Lysol wipes and everything else, but there's always just food and gunk, like where the silver chrome is right here. It just gets caked in there, and the Lysol wipes just really don't do any sort of cleaning to it. So I really sat here and I just poured a bunch of this cleaner on it with my toothbrush and just went to town scrubbing it just to get every little thing out. And you'll see at the end, it was actually shiny. I can't tell you the last time that this was like actually shiny. I do apologize for the very bad camera angles. I didn't realize how difficult it would be to film the whole car detailing of this, because it had to sit on like the armrest of the car, which is not very sturdy, so it would like tip over. And then I thought about putting it on the tripod outside the car, but then you really couldn't get like a close-up view. So I was just kind of going off of what was there and hoping for the best. So you'll see the camera fall a few times, but it is what it is, and I did my best. I really shouldn't be using the cleaner on like the doors or the leather, just because I'm afraid that it might fade the color. I don't have any sort of car cleaners though, so this was going to have to do. Maybe I'll buy like the car protector cleaner wipes, and I'll just go over it one more time with that, just to kind of coat everything one more time and make sure that they stay bright and they don't get dull. This is another part that the toothbrush came in handy with. I don't show it in this. I don't know if I've even showed it at all. Maybe I did. But I would use it in the speaker part of the door because the cloth just was not getting all of the dust from inside. So I did go over it with the toothbrush, and it made it all sorts of shiny and got any of that dirt and stuff out of it. And here is the worst part. This was so embarrassing to post, but it is real life. I had removed the car seats, and then I went to take the car seat covers off, and I threw them in the wash while I was doing this. So there was a convenient Walmart bag in the back seat. So I took the opportunity and filled that with stuff that needs to go back in the house. There was lots of kid cups, lots of Lily's shoes, because she's at an age right now of just taking her shoes off and throwing them. And then when we have to get out to go to the store, I have to put her shoes back on. And then when we get home, I just don't really have the patience to sit there and put her shoes back on for the 5th time that day. And so I kind of just let her out of the car barefoot and we walk into the house. And so that's why there's probably 3 or 4 different pairs of her shoes in here. And that explains why I can never find them when we're at home and I'm trying to get them ready to go. I did pick up the bigger pieces of food, toys, wipes, anything that was kind of big in here. And then I had used the shop vac. That's what it is. I used that to get everything else. I'm so glad I did not use my normal inside the house vacuum, because that would have been clogged so fast. And so I used my husband's shop vac, and those things will literally suck up everything and anything. So that's why I really didn't thoroughly pick up everything, because I was going to pick it up later on anyway. And this is my absolute favorite part of the video, just seeing all of this food and hair and everything else just get picked right up by the vacuum. Now that I'd finished the seats, it's on to the bottom part, the floorboards. My husband had a bunch of his things back here. So he had these ratchet straps because we are constantly doing all different sort of house projects. He also had these chainsaw blades, which have been back here for months because he's had them sitting in the back to remind himself to stop and have them sharpened at a local guy who sharpens them. But he had since forgotten for months, and I really got tired of seeing him in the car. So I took him out and put him back with his stuff so that way he could remember it there and they weren't in the car anymore. And then I just started to pick up the rest of the garbage that was around here. As you can see, this is where I threw those Q-tips because I didn't have the garbage bag in the car at the time. So I just threw them back here. And I was finding the most random of things. I found some movies. I found this long piece of plastic. I don't even know what it's for. I really hope it's nothing important because I did throw it away. So if you're my husband and you're watching this, I'm sorry. Anyway, we're picking up the rest of the garbage. We always keep this tire plug thing. So like if you get like a nail in your tire or something, you can fix it. We always keep this in the car just in case. We are moving on to Kaysen's side of the car, and there was a whole bin for their toys. And I was wondering why I was missing one, and it's because it sat in the car this whole time. I don't remember when he brought it in here, why he brought it in the car, but that explains where it went. So I put that in the bag too with the toys. Again, there's some more tools of my husband's. I don't even know what that thing is. Is that a crowbar? I don't know what that is either. I don't know. He does a bunch of projects with him and his friends all the time. And so this is kind of like the collect-all. Now we're picking up all of the food and the extra things here and going to give it a good vacuuming. We should really put some sort of protector on this leather because I noticed at the top of, I don't know if you can see it at the top there, but when our dog goes for car rides with us, she likes to stand here, and her nails sometimes, like if we turn or something, they kind of slip, and you can see where her nails like dug into the leather. So I should look into some sort of protectant or something that can like sit up there so she doesn't scratch it or damage it anymore. Now we're on to the rugs. This was absolutely disgusting. We just got those WeatherTech mats like the end of last year. So the rugs were dirty to begin with, and my husband just put the mats on top when he got them. So I was kind of hoping these rugs would completely go clean, but that's not what happened. But I did clean them to the best of my ability. I had noticed when I was shampooing this one that you'll see a bunch of these strings kind of coming out. And I didn't know what it was. I thought maybe it was like a bunch of hair, or maybe Lily had a toy and its hair shed on the rug. I didn't know. So I took my fabric shaver and I was fabric shaving it to kind of pull them out, and it made it like 15 times worse. So I'd asked my husband about it, and he said he tried to clean them once with the pressure washer and it did not work. All it did was kind of mess up the fibers in the rug. So I don't know what I'm going to do about it. I might like look on eBay for the same like type of rug and just kind of replace it maybe, or just ignore it. I'm not quite sure. But this is just for those who are cleaning their car in the future. Do not take a pressure washer to these. I didn't think it would ruin it either. So, I mean, in his defense, I didn't think it would do that. But yeah, he said he just did this little strip and all those little fibers came out. Not sure why, but now we know. I only showed a small clip of me doing this other rug because I put my phone down and just kind of focused on getting that one done. Once I was done with those, I moved on to the passenger seat. Do you see this water coming out? It is just straight dirt. I passed over this a lot, quite a few times, until I kind of got tired of doing it. There was no way I think the water would have came clean. Maybe I'll do this again another day and see if maybe it changed. But yeah, I got all of the seats done and it made a huge improvement. Here I am taking the seat covers off of the kids' car seats. I threw them in the wash. Look at that. Look at the sparkle from this car. Absolutely insane. I can't believe that it looks like that. And then, once I wanted to show you all the progress, this is those WeatherTech mats. I was going to take the pressure washer to it, and I just really didn't feel like getting the whole thing out. So my husband has this really nifty tool that goes on your power tools. They're on Amazon. And I just sprayed some the power spray, the Dawn ones, on these with a little bit of water. And I just scrubbed and I scrubbed it. I probably scrubbed them like 3 different times because I had missed some messy spots. But yeah, this little tool is great. The best part though is watching all of those soapy suds get washed right out and seeing a super clean mat. And that is it for today's video. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, let me know in the comment section below. Like this video. Also, subscribe to my channel if you are not subscribed. I would really love it if you guys would hang around and subscribe and hang with me. But anyway, thanks for watching. I will see you all in the next video.